Good morning, students. So today in lesson organ system, we can see about human reproductive system. So the capacity to reproduce is one of the most important characters of living being. So there is a distinct sexual dimorphisms in human being. There is male and female. So the reproductive system of male and female consists of many organs which are distinct as primary and secondary organs. The reproductive organs begin functional after attaining sexual maturity. In male, the sexual maturity is attaining at the age of 13 to 14, whereas in females, it attains the age of 11 to 13 years. So, this age is known as the age of puberty. So, let's see about male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system consists of a testis, scrotum, vas deferens, urethra, penis and accessory glands. So when we say about the testis is having a pair or a set of testes which lies outside the abdominal cavity of the male. The testis of the male gonads which is produce the male gamete, that is called as the sperms, and this is responsible, or this is attaining this maturity only by a hormone or a sex hormone which is present only in male, that is termed as testosterone. So it is lying inside each testis lies the most. When we say about the testis, it is having a coiled structure. You can see this coiled structure that is called as the epididymis. So the epididymis, the scrotal cells of the testis, provides nourishment for the developing embryo. So the developing embryo is seen in this coiled structures and it is giving nourishment for it. Then we can see about the testis cells, that is Sertoli cells, I have already told you, and this cell is responsible for the development of the sperms and its nutritions. Then scrotum is a loosely pouch lies outside the skin. It's seen in the outside the digestive system with the skin like structures, and it gives the protection for the testes. And the scrotal sac is a muscular partition and two testes lies in the respective scrotal sac. Then this maintains the thermoregulatory and is also termed as a thermoregulatory organ. Then let's see about the other organs. So they are having seminal vesicle, prostate glands and the bulbourethral glands. So these glands secretes the spermatogenesis, sperms for the development. So when we see about the vas deferens, it's a straight tube-like structures which carries the sperms to the seminal vesicles. The sperms are stored in the seminal plaza of the seminal vesicles, which riches in fructose, calcium and enzymes. So this is the source of energy for the sperm. When we say about the vas deferens, it is along with the vas deferens is the seminal opening to the eject the ducts of the and expels the sperm out into the urethra. Next, let's see about the urethra. So urethra is containing it is contained inside the penis and it conveys the sperms from the vas deferens and pass through the urethral opening. That is the accessory gland associated with the male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system has the seminal vesicle, prostate glands and the copper glands. So copper glands are the bulbourethral glands. So it is otherwise called as the bulbourethral glands. So these are the glands which is responsible for the secretion. So the secretion of these glands forms the seminal fluids and mix with the sperms and expelled out as a semen. So next let's see about the female reproductive system. So when we say about the female reproductive system, it is also having primary sex organ and secondary sex organs. So the primary sex organ is only the ovary, whereas the secondary sex organs are a pair of oviduct, urethra, then cervix and the vagina. Okay, so these are the secondary organ. Then it also have some accessory organs like the mammary glands and externally vulva. So these are the accessory glands which is seen only in the female reproductive system. So when we say about ovary, so ovary is seen as a pair of almond shaped ovaries located at the lower part of the abdominal cavity, and this is abdominal cavity nearer to the kidney. The ovaries are female gonads which produce the female gamete, that is egg or the ova. This is done by the secretion of the hormone called as the estrogen and progesterone. So in male we have seen only one hormone, that is testosterone, whereas in female it is having two hormones named as the estrogen and progesterone, which is responsible for fertilization or formation of the gamete. A mature ovary contains large number of ova in different stages of the development. Then the next organ is called as the fallopian tube. The fallopian tubes are the pair of tubes containing the connecting or originated from the uterus, one of the either sides. So from the uterus they are moving out into a fallopian tube, and it's a finger like projections called as the fimbriae lying near the ovary. This fimbriae picks the ovum from the ovary and pushes into the fallopian tube. So fallopian tube is doing the main function. It is jointed to the uterus, and it is attaching to the ovary. When the ovary release the ovum, they collect it and send to the uterus. Now next we shall see about the uterus. So uterus is a pear-shaped muscular hollow structures present in the pelvic, and it lies between the alimentary canal and develops the and it is involved in the development of the fetus occurs inside the uterus. The narrow where lower part of the uterus leads to the cervix, which opens out into the vagina. So vagina is the last end, that is the uterus narrow downward into a hollow muscular tube like structures, that is the vagina. So this connects the cervix and the external genitalia. This receive the sperms and acts as a birth canal during the child's birth. So vagina is the lower end which acts as a collecting sperms, which receives the sperms and also acts as a birth canal during the child's birth. So that's all about female reproductive system. So in reproductive system we have seen both male and female. That's all students. Thank you.